of November, December will be coming up here just towards the end of the week, Christmas season now. I call it officially in season. Of course, I'm not the one who makes all those determinations, but certainly I like it now that we're through Thanksgiving. And I hope that you took time to give thanks to people and to the Lord for all that He's done for you. Now it's Christmas time, and I want to encourage everybody, let's keep our focus on the Lord during this time. Again, Christmas is not about family. Christmas is about Christ, and let's keep that. Now, not against it, not against us spending time with family. I think that's a wonderful thing. I enjoy time with family during this part of the year, but the primary reason of this whole season is all about Christ. Let's keep it on Christ, and then let's just go tell everybody that we can about Him and His wonderful love for us and how He'll save us from hell. That would be a wonderful thing to do. Had a great day yesterday at the church house. Several saved people baptized. Great day. And boy, I'm excited about what God's doing. Now, let's talk about how to ruin your potential. Ecclesiastes 1:17 says, "And I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. And I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit." One of the greatest wastes of potential that you'll read about in the scriptures is often not seen as a great waste. When we think of wasting one's potential, it's not hard to think about Samson, who wasted his life in sin. And it's not hard to think about Jacob, who wasted his life in deceit. And it's not hard to think about Adam and Eve, who wasted their potential by eating of the forbidden fruit. And it's not hard to think about Saul, who rebelled against God by not killing all the Amalekites. We read about these and we shake our heads at the potential that they wasted. But the one who wasted the greatest potential was Solomon. Solomon had everything given to him. He had the kingdom given to him, the name of a great king given to him, the wealth accumulated by his father David given to him, and a great spiritual heritage given to him. However, he wasted all his potential, and the end of his life is tragic as his heart is turned to other gods. Now, what was the mistake Solomon made that ruined his potential? Solomon's mistake was that he gave his heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. Now, this is the mistake that eventually led to Solomon's compromise. Not only did he have poor associations, but he also wanted to learn the other side. Now, we know he had wisdom, but he also wanted to learn madness and folly. Solomon only needed to have the wisdom of God. He did not need to know the other side. By knowing the wisdom of God, he would have known madness and folly, because God's wisdom reveals the other side. He doesn't need to study the other side. Now, any believer that makes the same two mistakes will find their potential ruined. You cannot have bad associations and it not ruin your potential. Follow me. How did Peter deny the church the faith in his God? He messed up by having bad associations. How did Samson mess up the potential of his life? Well, he messed it up by having bad associations. Bad associations have messed up many good people. Anytime you're reading the scriptures that someone has messed up their life, you can always trace it back to bad associations. Your associations do matter, and they will affect you. Now, there are a plethora of people with good intentions who have gone the way of compromise by wanting to learn more about the other side. Now, we don't need to know or to investigate the wrong side. We need to learn truth, and the truth will reveal the bad. Too many are learning the bad side for the sake of knowledge, but they're pulled to that side because it is the knowledge of evil that destroys a man. Adam and Eve took of the forbidden fruit because they wanted to have the knowledge of evil to better avoid it. Get this now, God had already given them the knowledge of good. They did not have the knowledge of evil, and Satan fooled them by saying, you should become as gods, knowing good and evil, as if that's a good thing. Solomon learned about things he had no business learning about because he had the wisdom of God in his life. And I'm sure Solomon would have said, if he lived in our day, I want to learn about madness and folly so I can glean more truth, and I want to spit out the bones. Many have had this foolish mindset only to choke on the bones of compromise that they learned about while they're learning about madness and folly. Now, the best way to ruin your potential is to associate with the wrong crowd and to investigate the wrong with the intention of spitting out the bones. Always remember this, that when you learn madness and folly, you will gain bad associations along the way. The desire to see what the other side believes has pulled many to compromise. There's only one thing that we need to learn: truth. Truth always exposes lies. And if I keep that mindset, my friend, then I don't have to know about the other side. I know what truth is. And anything that the other side throws at us, we have truth that we can look at, and we can say, I've got truth on my side. That's what I'm going to stick with. I'd rather run with those who are like me than to try to get to know the other side. By getting to know them, you become friends with them. Oh, my friend, we could go through the scriptures and talk about person after person after person after person who just got to know the other side, but getting to know the other side pulled them over there, and they destroyed themselves. They destroyed the potential they had because of their associations. Let's be careful with our associations. Let's run with the right people. Let's be who we're supposed to be. Stick with truth, and you'll never fail. Well, my friend, I hope this is a help to you today. Now, let's remember today, be good to everyone. Everyone's having a tough time. Have a great